Hello, welcome to the Mirror Shade. I'm Bloody Esme, and tonight, we're going to do something a little bit special and different. Tonight, we're going to do a scuffed art stream. Hello, Cod. Hello, Scott. Welcome to the stream. Tonight, we're going to be getting my lovey little siblings immortal bodies that I can stuff their hearts into so they can be with me forever and ever and ever. It's going to be a blast. For me, at least. But yes, so that's tonight. If we get bored of doing that, we may do some ID5. Well, I think that would be fun. I always have fun streaming that with everyone. But yeah, it'll be pretty great. And how are you all doing tonight? Are you doing good? Did you have a great day? I know you two are over in times streams that are much later than I am right now. You're both in midnight, I believe. How was your Friday the 27th? Was it fantastic? Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't remember if Ireland is 4 or 5 hours ahead. So I know you're like, it's one of the two. Oh, nice. Payday is always good. Understand. Yeah, I thought you were 5. I was questioning myself. I think Greenland's 4. That's the one that's 4, is Greenland. And then, yeah, Ireland is 5, like UK. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, well, go ahead, lurk away. And, I always appreciate when people lurk in the mirror shade. It just means that you're watching me as I'm watching you. And that always puts a smile on my face. But yeah, hopefully my voice can soothe you to sleep tonight, so you can have pleasant dreams of ghoulish delights, of eyes watching you from mirrors and smells coming from you in the darkness. Hopefully everything is so wonderfully wonderful. So I've been working. Oh, hello, Okie dear. Welcome to the Mirror Shade. My name is Bloody Esme. I am a horror VTuber. I specialize in all things horror games, movie reviews, creepy stories, creepy art, all that good stuff. And if that's this kind of stuff you like, then you may have just, come to the right place and we can maybe make your night a little more frightful. But yes, I was just about to say, I've been working on some things myself. I had to do some touch-ups to the 2D model. I didn't realize I had left some parts of the mouth for the animation process out, so I had those done. I made some teethies, and I made a tongue in the back of the mouth, and perhaps maybe I'll show those off tonight. Um, Actually, I think I will. I think I'll show those off tonight as well. Yes, there's some Cab emotes. Cab's awesome. I enjoy those streams, and I do have to thank you for turning me on to Cab streams, Scott. That was quite fun. He's definitely become one of my favorite streamers. So he's definitely up there with Kim Rai and Mim as like probably one of my top 3. It's fantastic. Also making me work on my voice game a lot more so I can maintain this more often and quit breaking character. But yeah. Yeah, we're gonna work on those things tonight. Let me just switch on over to the art screen here. Let me just get everything all set up, and I will show you what I added on to the model. I'm actually quite happy with it. Okay. boom. Loading. Alright, let's switch over to the game screen. I don't have transition screens, so it's just gonna flash in an instant. But that's just the way we do in the mirror shade. Boom. Alright, so I don't have any music on this stream right now. I'm gonna change that here in a moment. I'm gonna go pull up DMCA, DCMA, DMC, whatever. You know what I mean. A copyright-free music stream to put in the background while we work on things in chat. Let me go get that right now. I hadn't thought of that before I started, and quite frankly, that's my bad. So let me see if I can find something here. And I believe this will just pick it up, so I don't have to do anything extra to it. I think it's just set up to pick up my noises on my computer. I have to play the volume a little bit though. Free music. Oh, industrial. Go for one that's a playlist. Here we go. Aim to the head. They're pretty good. I was rocking out to them the other day. Can you all hear the music? Or is it too loud? Or too low? It's just starting, so it'd be like just barely there. Definitely picking up. I just want to make sure it's volume enough. No responses. I'm just gonna turn up a little bit then. What does that look like on the... Okay. Is that too loud? Is it over my voice too much? Or is that perfect? Can't really... Oh, yeah, that's right. You don't have... Okay. Okay. And it's not drowning me out then? It's just like in the background like it should be then? Okay, excellent. Right, and just so everyone knows, this is a band called Aim to the Head. This is a giant playlist they have up of over 506 songs that are DMCA free. So if you do like industrial electro and darker edge stuff, check them out on YouTube. They're pretty fantastic. Okay, so that said, let's zoom on in. She gets a little bit pixelated in here. Like if you look at her zoomed in super close in other programs, she doesn't get too pixelated. But we're just gonna go. Oh, she's fine. She's not that pixelated. Let me go to the. I don't actually draw on her. I have a shit ton of layers, and these are all folders with even more layers. So I haven't put the head into a folder yet. So yeah, this is a lot of layers here, but this is the mouth. So I did more of the mouth. Let me hide the face first so you can see everything that's part of the mouth. The face skin. So I'm hiding the face skin. As you can see, it went away. So let me just hide the... Okay, there's the face skin. So yeah, it's just the face highlights. If you look, let me zoom in a little bit more. Okay, you can see all that blue right there. And that blue is the lips. So if you look there, take that away, and there's the lower lip. And then there's the upper lip. Takes away that. So we're going to take those both away. And then we got some teethies. And we got upper teethies and lower teethies. Lower teethies, upper teethies. Take those away. I have a tongue. You notice my tongue is gray and not pink or red. The entire inside of my mouth is actually gray. I don't know if you can see it on the Vroid model or not, but yeah, so it's gray. So there's the tongue. And there's the back of the mouth. Pretty freaky when you look at it like this. And you can see the layers reenact on top of each other. And as they go away completely, the skin back on. And bam. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, so I have the full mouth now so that I can get this fully rigged with full mouth motion. I'm pretty happy about that, actually. I think this version of me matches my voice better than the V-Roy does, too. You can just tell that I'm just tired of everyone's shit from this model. I can't wait to have her done. Another cool thing that I don't think a lot of people noticed with this model is her pendant. It's an eyeball, which I did myself. It's getting a little pixelated. I do apologize. It's just because it's 700 and well, it's 200% right now. Outside of this program, though, it doesn't pixelate this big. Um, but yeah, so that is an eyeball necklace that I did all the layers for and designed myself. Pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy with how this whole thing turned out. That lace around in the collar, the big lace that you can see my mouth's going over, this was a pain because this is just individual lines that I made. This one is a brush. So this one's actually a brush, the one around here. I cheated for this one because there are so many little details in the way I wanted it. I didn't want to mess that up. But yeah, the lace in the neck is all me. I did that. That's just a bunch of lines that I drew with another shade layer to make that. Another cool detail that I think a lot of people don't really get to see in the smaller pictures, if you notice the buckle on her coat, each one of her buckles are a skull. And it's like they're kind of like the buckles where they kind of buckle together and the latch is behind. That's the type of buckle it is. So they buckle in the middle of the skull. Which is a pretty neat little detail. Of course, her skirts, and there's some thighs for all of you little lewd mirror shards out there. And of course the boots. I'm pretty happy with the way the boots turned out. I think they look pretty awesome. I actually used to have a pair of boots exactly like that. I need to get them back again, but they're not as trendy as they used to be, so they're a lot harder to find for decent money. So now they're pretty expensive. Yeah, so that's the 2D model that I'm hoping to have rigged and animated soon enough so that when I come and see you all every week, that's the me you see instead of this one. I'm not totally thrilled with this one. It's getting there. I've been tweaking it a little bit more here and there. Eventually, I'm going to have this outfit on the 2D model on the V-Roid as well. I'm trying to work on getting the V-Roid face to match up more closely, but that program doesn't really want to play nice in the making non-anime things. Even trying to make the eyes smaller has been really a hard time. Like, the program just wants you to be anime and nothing else. So, sadly, that's what we're stuck with right now until I get this baby rigged up. And then we're never looking back. Eventually, I'll get a better 3D model made. But I am happy for V-Roid. It was a good placeholder, and it got me started in all this through my Danger Minty days up to being Bloody Esme. So I definitely am thankful for the program and would recommend it to anybody because once you learn it, and there are a ton of tutorials out there, like Agama Witch has a bunch. Once you learn it, it's a fairly straightforward program. Artistic skills definitely help, especially if you want to customize things about the faces and eventually the clothing when you learn how to do those PNGs, but it's not totally necessary. You can probably just wing a lot of this, to be honest with you. This jam is pretty pumping. Wow. Yeah. But yeah, so that's the 2D model, and that's where we at. That's where we are with that right now. Like I said, overall, I think it's pretty good. Let me see here. Let's open up another thing I want to share before we start doing some art. So I know I've shared this on Twitter, but I am super impressed with this. Is the evolution of my art over the past 2 months. So for a cool backstory, I actually went to art school. I used to draw all the time, and one of my dreams used to be to draw comic books. I'm gonna say about 7 years ago, I got completely deflated, and I stopped working on art as a whole. And so when I came back to doing art, I've been trying to give digital art a go. Now I've had some issues. My tablet broke on me, So I have been drawing with a mouse. So yes, the current Esme model you see in front of you, I drew that baby with a mouse. So, oh, that was a pain. And I'm going to be doing the models tonight, all the dolls tonight with a mouse. Yeah, that was with a mouse because my tablet broke. So, yeah. Just imagine what I'm going to be doing once I get a tablet. Yeah, the tablet broke. The tablet broke on the Danger Minty model. So even the first Bloody Esme model, that was all redone with a mouse as well. I won't lie. Clip Studio Pro has a couple tools that let you cheat like no tomorrow by holding down Shift. It will let you drag the lines in a straight manner. So there are some things in there that make mouse a little bit easier than it would be in Photoshop. But yeah, we'll go. You'll see how I do it tonight when I do the dolls. Because we'll be drawing with the mouse tonight too, which, like I said, it's a pain, but it is what it is until I can get a new tablet. Um, it is magic, and honestly, I like it so much more than Photoshop. Um, I haven't even learned how to use the symmetry tool yet. I need to. I'm still learning so much about it because before this, the only program I used was Photoshop. Hi, Renase. Welcome to the Mirror Shade tonight. I hope you're doing fantastic. Oh yeah, I've seen it done. I just don't know how to use it yet, so I need to watch a tutorial on it. Like I'm relearning everything because like 7 years away, the art technology has changed so much in that 7 years. So it's pretty much I'm teaching myself how to redo everything. Let me show you some of my old artwork actually. Before I stopped drawing. Let me see if I can find something here that doesn't have the real name on it or the dead name. Um, Hold on here. That's the only problem. A lot of my artwork I signed a lot back in the day. So let me see if I can just cover something up real quick here. Or if I have already done it. I think I've already done it to a few just because it had the dead name on it and I didn't really want to display that. Okay. You know what? This doesn't have a name. It just has an artsy signature on it, so I can share this. So this is how I used to draw. So back when I wanted to draw comic books. This is completely hand drawn by me, then scanned in and colored in Photoshop. This was from 2013. So this is from 8 years ago. I'm doing very well, Uranase. We're going through some art stuff, and eventually I'm going to draw some of my little siblings as dolls. Thank you, God. Yeah, so like I said, it was pretty cool. Let me see if I have anything else here I want to share. I have to preview them before I put them up here. Um, where are they? I have a whole art folder. There it is. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Where are you, art? Oh, I don't think this one has a signature on it. It doesn't. Okay, I can share this one. Boom, 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 boom. Open. This one's from like 2009, 2010. Hold on here. Where are you at? Here we go. That's from 2009, 2010. Also drawn by hand and then put into Photoshop and colored. I know, right? Who would have thought that just dying and falling into a mirror would change so much my art style? Thank you very much. Thank you, Renasi. Let me see if I got something else I can show off. There's another one I do want to show off. I just don't know if it's on here, if I have to download it real quick. Let me look. Let me see here. Got a name on there I don't want to show off. Okay. See here. Where is it? I want to say I saved it here on the computer, but I'm thinking maybe I didn't. Don't know if I want to share that because that's got a name on it. I hate when they have names on them. I'm like, oh, I want to share this, but it's got my signature on it with the real name. Here we go. I can share this one. This one's pretty cool. This is one I never colored. This was just penciled and inked. I think you'll like this a lot. The collab stream is tomorrow. That is with Sleepless Rambles, Gala, Scottzilla, Hieroglyph, and Ghosty Toast. That's tomorrow on Gala's channel, which I will link again in Twitter. Or if you follow us if you come check us out at our Discord server, there will be links to everything tomorrow. Let me give the link to the Discord server. Yeah, if you're not currently in the Discord server, by all means come by, check it out. It's called the Menagerie. I call it the Menagerie Manor because in my brain, it's a giant spooky house. It's for 6 of us. We kind of hang out there and put all of our plans together. I do. The only problem with that, Callie, is that those all have signatures on them. Or else I would show them off. Actually, wait, I think I have one that doesn't have a signature on it that I'm actually pretty proud of. Hold on. Actually, I have 2 I want to share. So let me go get this one first. Okay, so this is just a pencil and ink one I did. Oh, here. This is the pencil dwarf picture I did. So I drew that dwarf entirely. I actually digitally removed the signature off here so I can just post that. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to do that. Yeah, that's a dwarf I drew. For those of you who don't know, dwarves are one of my favorite fantasy races. And so I do love drawing those big bushy beards. They're a lot of fun. This was from about circa 2008, 2009. And that's pure pencil. Okay, let's see if we get the other one that I wanted to share. We got some more stuff to share here tonight. And then, like I said, once we get this sharing all out of the way, we'll start working on some drawings. And by all means, if you have any questions for me, you can ask away. I'd be more than happy to share them. We'll talk about art and do all that kind of fun stuff. I did not draw her as the witch. I do have a Lalafell picture, but it's on my phone, so I don't know if I ever put it onto my PC or not. There we go. This is a creature I drew. It is a spore creature, a little bit Cthulhu-esque tentacles on it, a mouth on its stomach. I draw some crazy stuff sometimes. Um, and it's fun. Like I like drawing a lot. This is also from like 2000, probably like 2011, 2013. So this is all old stuff here. Yeah, it does. It does. I won't lie, Todd McFarlane was a big influence on my art style. Especially growing up. Spawn was like one of my favorite comic books ever. Um, yes, yes. Yeah, it was supposed to be for my comic book I was working on called War Siren. And this was supposed to be the alien race she was fighting against. I think called them it was for something. I can't remember now. It's been so long. But yeah, so those are pretty cool. I think I have one or two more things I want to share. Let me open this up here. But yeah, Todd McFarlane was a huge influence on a lot of things I did with my artwork, especially. So definitely you'll see some of that influence in some of my stuff. I don't think it's so much there anymore like it used to be. But it was still very prevalent at the time. What else do I have on here that I did? Got a name on it? Because if it doesn't, I'm going to share this. This is an unfinished picture. I want to make sure it's clean of my old signature before I share it. Okay, it is. I cleared it out. All right, excellent. Okay, so this is an unfinished picture. This was when I used to play World of Warcraft. This was a piece of fan art I did of my orc shaman. Never finished her. I did all the drawing, the hand drawing stuff, and I started coloring her. But I never actually finished doing this. This is probably from about 2008, 2009. Actually, yeah, no, that's right. 2009, 2010, 2000, around that time period. So this is definitely, I drew this during Wrath of the Lich King because those axes were from the Trial of the Crusader raid. But yeah, so this is pretty cool. I really enjoy it. I used to love World of Warcraft, so I have quite a bit of World of Warcraft fan art. I just have to purge signatures off it to share it though, but it's all very clearly in my style, so you can definitely tell it's mine. Um, yeah, so that's that. And I got one more thing I want to share real quick here. Let me delete some of these so it doesn't keep eating up memory. Boom. Yeah. Okay, let me just make sure this last thing is shareable. We'll go from there. Actually, let me see if I can get the artwork of I did a piece of Lala artwork. Let me see if it has a signature on it or not, though. I think it might be on my personal shit Discord server. Let me just double check here. Definitely got screenshots out the wazoo. I don't think I have any art on here, though. Oh, it's mainly just got the art on here. Yeah, just art. I mean, just screenshots. Let me just scroll up here a little bit, just to make sure. Yeah, yeah. Oh, darn it. Okay, I think I removed the name from this one, so I can share this. Let me just open this up and save it. image as. Put in pictures. So this is going to be more of one of my anime styles that I can do. I don't do it a whole lot, but I do have the capability of doing an anime style. Um, I used to be more into doing anime styles when I was younger, but now I don't do it nearly as much as I used to. I'll pull it out once in a while, but let me open this up here. Boom, boom. Okay, let me get, where is that at? V. Boom. That's an anime style picture I did. This was one of my Final Fantasy characters I drew art of. Um, there was a picture inspiration where I got inspiration for drawing this, so this pose isn't 100% me. Um, I just don't remember the picture I took the pose from initially. But yeah, so it was that. Yeah, so I got a lot of different things in here. Like there's a lot more art I wanna get cleared up so I can share with everybody because there's a lot of art that I did over the years that I'm very proud of that I want to share. And I think a lot of people will enjoy. But I have to, like I said, I have to clean it up before I can really do much with it. So that's the only downside to that. I didn't even do that. Okay. So yeah, so that's some of my artwork that I've done in the past. So it's not like, I just magically started drawing it. But yeah, like I said, these are done all with the mouse so far, the stuff I've done recently. And we are going to go grab a picture of Gala first. They are going to be our guinea pig for the first one because I already got the red buttons on there, so I don't have to make new eyes. And it will just make things easier for all of us. All right. Go down and get a picture of her. Righty. No. Righty. And we there. Might just swipe it off of. Yeah, I know what. I'm just gonna grab it off of this. Or maybe I won't, because it's gonna be a pain. Yeah. Actually, I'm just gonna use this picture for a lot of the couple dolls I'm gonna do, and it will also advertise the collab. Copy image. Let me make a new layer up here. Control V. Control T. Zip. So yeah, we're gonna use this. And just so y'all know, this is the collab coming up tomorrow. I'm going to be running a little bit late to it, unfortunately, because I do have a job interview tomorrow. I think those of you who follow me on Twitter or anything know how much I hate my current job and why I couldn't say no to having an interview tomorrow. Um, so yeah, so I'm gonna be a little bit late, but as soon as I get in, I'll slide right into that collab like I was there the entire time. It will be fan-fucking-tastic. Um, let me pull this up here. All right, actually gonna zoom it up a little bit so I can see Gala a little bit better. Actually, let's go drag this down to, yeah, it's good enough. Drag this down behind everything. Come on, you can drag. Boom. All right. Yeah, me too. Petland, just a Petland employee, nothing like manager or anything like that, but it's paying $1 more an hour, and just fucking can't stand my job anymore, so I have to get out of it. Okay, so we're going to do Gala first. Let's move this over a little bit so I can have that there for reference. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is let's work on, let's see here. Is that a blank layer? Yes, it is. First thing I'm going to do is we are going to put a little mole on this dolly. This dolly does have a mole right there. Okay. New layer. But yeah, pretty much like right now, I'm doing like I'm doing customer service for a lawn care company whose name I won't give. Once I don't work there, I will, and I will trash the hell out of them and tell you all not to get them. Because yeah, it's horrible company. Seriously, once I get out of there, I will spill the beans. Um, okay, let me see here. I actually got a yarn brush so that I can do the hair. So let's go into here. Let's do this one. Go color sample. And let's go to this one and let's color sample. Okay, and let's go to the fabric. My yarn brush. See how this turns out here. I'm just curious. That doesn't really look like yarn. Okay, that doesn't look like yarn. Looks like we're doing this the old-fashioned way, which is whatever. Okay, so let's just draw it, color it in, and then we'll add the details. All right, so let's draw that one of it first. We'll switch to a smaller pen tool. Okay. Go to a different layer. Has this layer got nothing on it? Nothing on it. Okay. Okay, we're going to do the bangs first. Adding some rounded edges to this because this is going to look like yarn when I'm done with it. Okay, so I am just, as you can see, it's a little bit scuffed and blocky, and that's okay. Because once I add some stuff to it, it's going to change. This is going to pixelate it when I do this to it, but like I said, I'm going to add an outline to it. It's going to change it. Right now, we're just trying to get the basic hair done so that we can start adding the yarn details to it. Okay. New layer. I'm actually going to pull that underneath of the bangs because I want the bangs to be the top hair layer, but I want to draw them first. Okay. Okay, we're going to get the braid here first. We'll have the little skeleton boy here in a moment. Okay. And let's make sure this connects so we can fill it in. Boom. Oh. Okay. And then we're going to do the other side. Now this one we have to be a little bit careful on. Actually, it doesn't matter because I can just, I know what I'm gonna, I'll clean it up after. So let's get this drawn first. Okay. And we don't have to be as precise with this because this one's just going to get cleaned up here and that's going to go away once we get to doing some detail work. Okay. And we're going to do the back of the hair, which I think is long with the bob on top. It is. So for that, we are going to go to, we're going to draw part of the back first. Let's make a new layer. And we're going to put this right there, new raster layer. Okay. How far down does her hair go? Oh, okay, so the rest of it's actually just behind. I don't have to put anything in front. Okay, so never mind. This layer is going to get dragged down to the bottom here. And go be completely behind the doll. And go on here. And give it some rounded, more frayed edges, because we are going to be making this into a yarn type of texture. I can just do a straight line over there, because you're not going to see that part. Okay. And we can just do a square over to here and over to here, make sure it's connected right there. So now when we fill it in, it shouldn't bleed out all over the page. Perfect. Okay. Go back up to here. Make sure that we do the bun on top, and we're gonna just do a ball. Zip. Make sure it is towards the back there. Okay, behind that. And did I give it its own layer? I did. Okay, excellent. Yeah, I had to make sure. There's a lot of times while I'll be working on pictures, and I'll realize I forgot to add the layer onto it, and I will layer on top of something I didn't mean to layer on top of, and that's always a pain because you're like, oh no, now I have to go back and delete everything I just did because it's on the wrong layer and it's on top of something else, so I can't just cut it off. And that is a pain in the butt that I cannot. I hate when that happens, and I've done it more times than I care to admit. Okay. Let's zoom. Let's go do the hair now. Let's work on the hair. Let's hide the back of the hair for now, and let's hide everything except for the bangs. I want to work on those first. We're gonna switch over to the darker color in her hair. We're going to go to a. I'm gonna keep it on this number, and we're going to work on. Oh, I hit it. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna highlight the bangs. We're also going to work on adding the tips of the yarn in there because the yarn itself is going to be with a smaller brush so that it's not as intrusive as the outline will be because I want the outline to be a little bit tighter. Okay, we're just going to go through and we're going to try to take these lines a little bit more rounded than we did when we did the outline for the hair. Mainly, we're just going to try to get it so that the hair itself has an outline to it and it's got its own entity. I do want to see something because I do think my bangs go to the top, so I do think I have. Yes, they do. Okay. Real quick. I'm gonna have to add a little bang port, if you will, into the bangs. And I don't like if I think something's too sharp, I'll always go back and redo it. Okay, yeah, so we're just going down here. Like I said, these aren't going to be the biggest pieces of work. Mainly, they're just meant to be something that's small and cute to represent my little hobby of making sure my siblings have immortal bodies for me to keep forever and ever in the shadow, the mirror shade. Because that's really what we want to do. We want to make sure that they're, well cared for and accommodated for while they're in my realm. They're going to be there forever. They have to have bodies that will stand up the test of time. And unfortunately, those flesh bags that they're stuck in don't really do that. And even though my dear little sibling Gala is pretty immortal outside that body, the current flesh bag that she's in isn't. So we gotta make sure that as something that can stand the test of time while once I collect people into my realm. Okay. Okay. Didn't have to go all the way down like that, but I did. It was my artistic choice there. Okay. Right, and okay. Yeah, I'm trying to make them look a little bit uneven, like this was thrown together hastily by someone who's not very good at crafting, but trying their very best to make something. And I think that with Esme's history, well, my history of being originally born in the late 1600s, dying in the early 1700s, it'd be something a little bit more simplistic to the time period that I was originally from. Now that I'm in the mirror shade, though, time is but a concept, and technically, while my region exists outside of space and time, I've really kind of existed since the first reflection's ever been cast. It's weird, timey-wimey stuff. I don't quite get it, but that's what I'm told. Okay. Let's go for an even smaller brush. That's more detail here. And these aren't going to be like perfect, because this is something that I'm rushing through, so they're a bit scuffed. It's just going to be enough to give the illusion of yarn. Okay. That's good enough. Good enough, I say, chat. Good enough. Tell me something that you all did exciting today, or this week even. Tell me something exciting about your week that I don't know about, because I don't get to talk to all of you all week long. Did you do anything neat or noteworthy, or just something that you were excited about? Because I want to know. Big Sister Esme wants to know what you've been up to. Okay. No, I don't like that. We're gonna fix that. All this is supposed to be a little bit scuffed. It doesn't have to be that scuffed. I think we're gonna do. When I'm done with the Gala doll, I think I'm gonna do this Godzilla doll next because I just think this is gonna be adorably fun when I'm done with it. Okay. Okay. And we're also gonna set these up because I think Gala's in bed for the night. So what we're gonna do is when we're done with this, we're actually going to save this as a clear PNG with a clear background, and we're just gonna go post it on our Twitter timeline for her as a surprise. So when she wakes up, she's got the dolly. my friend Graves, Faye Graves, if you don't follow him on or them, either one, on Twitter, you should. They are really great. But they did a bear thing like this not too long ago, and they made teddy bears, which are far better than my dolls because they are an infinitely more talented artist than I am in my current stage. But yeah, they are terrific. And they did one for me for Danger Minty, and it is adorable. But they did one for a couple other people too, and I highly recommend checking them out. Oh, nice. Going back to school is always exciting, especially if you're trying to better everything in life. So I totally support this. What are you going to be going to school for? Is it a teaching job or going back to, oh, you said student. So, what are you thinking about going back to school for? Is it just going to be like just general stuff, or are you looking to like really focus on something? Or not say? I get better at saying people's names. I talk like I'm so used to just talking to people in general without saying their names. I gotta get used to doing that again. Sorry about that. These are gonna be flat. I don't think I'm gonna add. Oh, there's gonna be some shakes. I already put in the eyes, but mostly I think I'm gonna do flat colors for this. I've already messed up, and the hair is not gonna be able to add. I can add shade. It's just gonna be a pain in the ass. Oh, I could do it. I could do it. I can do it. Don't be lazy, Esme. Yeah. So this is fun. Adding these little details. Stuff like this is tedious. I really wish that brush would have worked out because that would have been fantastic, but that did not look anything like yarn. Not that these look much better, but that really didn't look like yarn. It was free, so I can't really complain about a free resource. Oh, yes, I can. If you put something up and you advertise it as one thing, try to make it look like the thing you're advertising it as. I'm not going to post where I got the brush from or who made it because I don't want to shame anybody. I'm just saying in general, you're going to make something. Try to make it at least look like the thing you're claiming it is. A little bit, at least. You know. You do. Alright, we're getting there. This is going to be probably the most time-consuming part of the entire doll is going to be the hair. Because making it look like yarn is definitely going to be time-consuming. But that's, you know, I wanted to make these Raggedy Ann dolls, so that is my choice, and I will suffer for it. Oh, automation engineer, industrial IT. No, that sounds amazing. That sounds cool as hell. Anything with tech, I respect. Like no tomorrow. Like I try to be as tech savvy as I can. But every time I try to be tech savvy and fix something, I realize how much I really don't know. Um, and that I have so much more to learn. I respect the hell out of anyone that has gone to school for a tech based thing, whether it's IT, computer repair. Well, IT and computer repair are basically the same, but no matter what you're going, like if something tech based, engineering, anything like that, like shit, I can't do that stuff. So kudos, that's awesome. Well, I'm wishing you tons and tons of luck in that, and I hope it's like an awesome experience, and you get good training and you get an awesome job in doing it. I'll be cheering you on. So just remember, if you're ever feeling in a rut, Big Sister Esme is cheering you on. Okay. looks pretty good so far. Yeah, so I definitely think that, and I really got the idea to make the yarn Raggedy Ann dolls. I was watching some YouTube documentaries on the real Annabelle doll, which is actually a giant Raggedy Ann doll and not a porcelain-looking wood doll from the movies. And I was just watching some of that. It's like a giant Raggedy Ann doll. So I was watching some things on that, and that's what kind of inspired me to make my sibling dolls more like Raggedy Ann dolls and little porcelain dolls. Um, because if you ask me, I think that the real Annabelle doll is far more terrifying than what they came up with in the movies. I think that the Raggedy Ann doll is a lot scarier, especially with the concept of what it's supposed to be, a demon manipulated doll, than a wooden doll that kind of looks creepy from the get-go. This thing doesn't look creepy. It's very tame looking. Oh, nice. Yeah, robots are awesome. Yeah, I'm going to be totally cheering you on. So you got this. I believe in you, Renase. But yeah. What was I saying? I got the ADHD brain and I forgot what I was saying. That's okay. I'll remember here in a little bit. If not, we'll just switch topics. Okay, here we go. That looks good. That looks good. But yeah. So Theater of Blood, I know I was supposed to do that tonight and I switched it over for this. I figure I'll talk about Theater of Blood for a little bit. So I really want to get that format down before I do another Theater of Blood episode because I rewatched my Friday the 13th one, and while I think it was okay, I think I know. Well, no, I don't think I know I can do so much better, and I threw that together so hastily without really knowing the programs I want to use for it. So I think that's a show that I want to fix the format on. I'm probably going to move that show to YouTube. I'm going to try to learn some Premiere or some other video editing software. I'm going to move that to my YouTube channel, which I'm going to be rebuilding. So the current YouTube channel, which is linked on my profile, is just going to be a VOD channel. So I'm switching that over to just strictly a VOD channel. We're going to make a new YouTube channel from scratch that's going to have original content. I'm probably going to do some movie reviews on there. I would like to do some, not animated, but image, like some stories where I draw some images for it, and we'll have the images cycle through while I'm reading short stories or something. That's something that'll come later on when I have more time, or when I once I move, because then I can just work on things when I want to, and I get a new tablet. But the Theater of Blood will definitely be on YouTube. I'm gonna hope to get the first episode done in a few weeks for the YouTube premiere for that show. I just have to find me a decent editing software and something to put up. The other reason why I want to put it on YouTube is because I can do clips on YouTube. And if I do get a takedown on it, I don't have to worry about losing my account. I just get like 6 months of not having to put up something that will violate again. But as long as you usually put like property of the studio that made it, you do some research on that. Usually they're pretty cool. And they don't come down too hard, and especially if you're doing something with this with the VTuber on it, they know that you're then at that point you're doing free I forget what it's called. It's changing the product essentially. You're making it into a review, and you are changing the product overall because now there's artwork added onto it and stuff like that. Fair use, fair use. So I'm not going to be trying to peddle here if they're a movie. Watch this movie and I did nothing to it. There's going to be the YouTube the VTuber model will be on there. There's going to be some graphics over top of it as well. They will have a layout similar to the current Theater of Blood, but something that's more situated for that type of show versus say a stream. So there won't be like a room for a chat panel or anything like that because I won't need it. but it's gonna look like a movie theater. And we're gonna do that, and I'm looking forward to doing that. I think it's gonna be really cool. And once I get the format all set up, I eventually want to start having guests on there, doing with me. I know my girlfriend said she'd love to do that at some point, but we have to get her set up with a computer, get her a model made, and stuff like that, and then we'll be in that together. But I'd also like to do it with my Menagerie Manor um, cohorts as well, because I think they would have some fun with it. I know a good bit of them love horror and sci-fi horror movies. So I already know what movie I want to watch with some of them. Like, like I know with Scottzilla, I would like to watch do a Shin Godzilla review with him. But I think Shin Godzilla falls into the horror more so than sci-fi because Shin Godzilla was meant as a horror movie. Um, so I'd love to do that review with him. I know with with some other people. What was the movie I wanted to do? Oh, I would like to do The Void with Hyro, because that's very based on Eldritch stuff. Yes, yes, there is. I'm going to be redoing my logo too. My logo is going to be changing. So if you've seen the chat screen has more of the fill that I'm going to be going with. Like, well, this because I feel that this bloody screen is still very much a relic of Danger Minty because this is my last Danger Minty overlay. I mean, I changed some things to retrofit it for Esme, but I do want to just kind of erase everything that had to do with Danger Minty. Not that I didn't like being Danger Minty or I didn't think Danger Minty was good. It's just that Minty Zombie is someone else's chick, and I just want to distance myself as far away from that as possible. I chose to give that up, and I would just like to, just want to distance myself from it. So I'm gonna be redoing this. Yeah. Okay, this is coming out really nice. I think the hair looks really good so far. All right. And yes, right now I am completely doing this with a mouse, holding down the shift key, doing those lines with the shift key. I know it's not the most, effective way to do art, but like I said, my tablet is old AF and broke. So this is how we do this until I can afford to get a new one. Yeah. Yeah, I just figured it was time to let Danger Minty go. It's not me anymore. And I just feel that the Esme character is. I really like the Esme character a lot. Like, I think that I actually like her more than I liked Minty. The only thing that was nice about Minty, oh, it wasn't nice about Minty, it was easy about Minty. It was Minty was my own voice. I wasn't doing a different voice for Minty like I am with Esme. I still break character voice once in a while, which is the reason why I want to do this stream to try to force me to do the character voice more. I've already caught myself breaking it like once or twice this stream already, but I figure streams like this will really help me keep that voice intact for, gaming streams. I do find that gaming streams, I get so into the game, I forget what voice I'm using. So if I make this into a second voice that I just automatically do, I won't have to worry about that being much of a problem. And I think the just chatting and art streams will help with that. I'm also doing an art stream because I was watching one of Cabal's videos, and he was saying that art streams are good because you can really get you chatting with chat, even if there's and it will help you kill off your dead air time, which is another thing I'd like to do because I was watching some of my footage to try to get clips, and there's a couple points where there's more dead air than I am comfortable with. Not that it was a lot; it wasn't bad by any means, but it was more than I was comfortable with. The other thing I really want to do is I want to rearrange the way my computer's set up, because right now you can hear my PC through my microphone, and I know I can fix the gate and stuff like that to really fix that. And I want to play with that, but I think by moving my PC tower to the other side of my desk, which is a pretty long desk, I think that also minimizes the amount of noise you can hear from the PC as well. Yeah, old tablets are horrible. Like it is a 2013 in 20. So that's about the last time I tried doing artwork. Seriously, it was in 2013. That's when I bought it. And it was actually the manga edition, and it came with Clip Studio Pro's predecessor when it was Manga Studio. But yeah, 8-year-old tablet, and it just wasn't that great. It was not up to snuff. Okay. But yeah, so we're gonna get that fixed up here. A lot of improvements you're gonna be seeing to the stream here in the coming weeks as I get money situations under control and some stuff like that. I definitely want to get my first and foremost thing is getting my model rigged. Once we get that rigged, we're gonna look into getting better microphone, just so I can do crisper, cleaner audio. Because I know audio is such a big thing. So people probably watch my clips are like, oh, that audio is not the best, and they probably just tune out. Um, and so if I can fix that, I think that will actually help with retention of viewership too. I don't think that my content itself is bad by any means, because I have been going back and rewatching it, and I don't think that it's bad because it entertained me, and I have if I get bored, I get I get like bad time attention problems, and I can't pay attention. I've watched my streams the whole way through, so even with like big name streamers, I sometimes have a hard time watching the whole way through. Eventually we'll have real transitions and not just me making noises. That would be fun, actually. We'll get there. We'll get there. Looks pretty good so far. Okay. Yeah, once I get a job that I'm happy at, I'm probably gonna put a lot more money into this. And once I figure out where I'm gonna be in like 4 months from now, I will also be putting a lot more money into this because I may be moving. I don't know what's going on. I still have to talk to my beautiful and amazing girlfriend to figure out what we're really doing. I definitely would like to be with her before this year's over, but it's got to be we both have to agree on it. It has to be a cooperative thing. It can't be just what I want. So we really need to sit down and have a talk about that at some point. And then once I figure out what's going on there, I'll know what I'm doing with my money. So I'll know if I have to start saving for that move, or if I can just start throwing more money into the stream. I'm really hoping to be throwing money into the move. As much as oh, thank you. I do have fun with them. I may even, to be honest with you, the transitions may be me doing the sound effects still. Um, Even if I do get like an animated one, I may still do the mouth sound effects just because I know they're fun. I disappeared. Oh no. I don't know why it happens sometimes. Like there's no CPU usage problem or anything. Just once in a while, VTube's maker likes to just freeze. I disappear from the stream for a second. We'll just say it's me phasing in and out of reality. But I do enjoy doing the mouth, the sound effects transition, so I may still sound effect those. Yep, returning mirror shard. Okay. Hold on. Need to send a message to someone who's very important and beautiful. Okay, I am back. And just had to tell my beautiful and amazing girlfriend that I loved her because I do. She's like the most important person in my life, so I like to make sure she knows. And like I don't like to leave her waiting. I know sometimes I mess up, and I do. I always feel bad whenever that happens. I know, like when I first started streaming, I didn't realize what streamer mode did to Discord. And I was streaming, and she apparently tried to send me a bunch of messages, and I never got them because streamer mode suppresses those messages from even getting to you. So you have no idea you're getting messages. I felt so bad after that. I felt horrible. I mean, it was fine, like there was no problem or anything, but I felt really, really bad because I don't like when people message me, and if I see it, I don't like leaving people hanging. I don't always see the messages, and sometimes there's people that I don't know too well, so I might give it a little bit, and that's just due to my own personal anxieties. Um, I always try to get back to everyone eventually, though. I mean, that's my big thing. I don't like leaving things hanging for too long. The music paused. Is it doing that whole thing? Are you still watching? It is. Yay. Boom. There we go. I have to turn that off. I keep forgetting that YouTube does that. Okay. Righty. Back into here. I'm going to pull the chat back up so I can make sure I'm watching people are chatting. And let me get this back up as well. Yeah. Another thing that I really want to do for the stream, especially, is I really just want to. I want to get once I start getting more comfortable with collabing and I figure out how to do it. I never collabed before, so this collab tomorrow will be my first one. I'm probably gonna ask Gal a ton of questions afterwards and how she did things. I really want to start playing like Phasmo with people, and I really, really, really want to start playing Malum when that comes out next week. And even ID5, I'd like to start playing, but I'd like to get more Phasmophobia on my stream. Um, and Malum and Ghost Hunter Core, and there's a couple other ones that are in that vein that I want to play, like that I've been watching and looking at. But I really just want to make sure that all the content on my stream is either related to something to do with the stream itself, like something like like these dollies are for people that I'm friends with, and for the lore of my character, but or horror related because I don't want to. I think the thing that I messed up with Danger Minty was I didn't have much of a theme. Yeah, I was a zombie YouTuber, but I was playing games that didn't really match my theme. Like I was playing fantasy games and stuff like that. And I think while I love those types of games, those are for my personal time. And I think for the stream, I want this to be a horror stream. One of my ambitions is to eventually like love to host a show, like a half an hour little show. Like I don't have to do anything major. Even if it's just a YouTube show, I'll be happy. But if it's like an anthology show for like short horror stories or something or anything like that, I would love to do that. So like if like I get big enough that Alter, I don't know if you've ever been to Alter's YouTube channel, they do short horror movies. Want to do like a show with me hosting like a couple short horror films a week, like a half an hour show showcasing like 3 episodes, like 3 short horror movies. I'd love to do something like that. Um, and I'm thinking like this is like I'm trying to keep my mind thought on smaller scale stuff because I don't like I hope that this channel gets big eventually. I'm trying to be realistic with it, what I think I can do, because I think there are some, yeah, something like that. Kind of like, yeah, like So Are You Afraid of the Dark? But I'm thinking like there's an old 80s show called Monsters. If you've never seen it, it's pretty cool. You could probably hunt it down on the internet somewhere. There's another one called Tales from the Dark Side, Tales from the Crypt, so something like that, but maybe with short horror movies. And I'd love to do that. I think that would be super fun. Um, because I have been increasingly becoming a fan of Alter the last couple weeks, especially. Like I've known about them, but I've been watching a lot of their short horror films. And I've been watching them in the Menagerie Manor Discord, and I've been watching them on some of my streams as well. And they've got some great stuff on there. And it's just like something I would love to like do like even if it was like maybe showing 2 of the short horror movies, but then also doing like a small sit down talk with the creator, the director, or whatever about or the writer about what they were going for and the message and stuff like that. Like, I think that'd be so cool. And that's one of the things I'd love to do for Alter. I think that'd be really, really cool. And I'll probably, once I get a little bit bigger with this, with both on here, and maybe if I can get some more views on my YouTube channel when I get that going, I may even pitch it to them once I get bigger and see if that's something they would want to do with me as a collaboration effort, which I think could be super duper cool. But I have a lot of work to make this channel up to snuff and my YouTube channel up to snuff, even really consider doing something like that. So, I mean, that's just a major goal of mine. That's something I really want to do really bad. Um, and keep it smaller scale, because like I said, I don't think that I don't know, maybe I can be entertaining enough for something larger scale, but I think there are people who are better suited for the larger scale stuff at the moment than I am. Like, if you've never seen Cabal's channel, check out Cabal. He is awesome. I know he wants to do something with Shutter one day, and I hope he gets it, because that dude, he smashes it out of the park. He is the best, like, cultist I have ever seen, and I just think between the voices he does and his entertainment value as a host, I think he is fantastic. So I think he's going to smash it out of the park, and I truly believe that he's going to get that work with Shutter that he wants, because he's fantastic. I think he's going to do it. But so like I said, like, I'll go with something smaller, something like Alter. I think Alter would be really fun. So I do like their original short film contents. I think a lot. I gotta work on that. I do apologize. But yeah. So that's some of the goals I have. I would like to eventually one day. Another goal I have, and I just don't think I'm there yet. I think I have a lot of work to do before I'm there. Um, I wouldn't mind joining the Fantasy Inc. team. That's a Twitter team on here. They do they're like a Western style animated VTuber troupe. I think once I get my Esme model, I'll be closer to meeting standards. But I have a lot of work to do with my voicing and just my overall content, and I'm trying my best to get there. It might take a little bit of time, but that is another small goal of mine. I don't say small goal as in it's insignificant or anything like that. I say small goal because it's not something that I need. It's something that'd be cool if it happened. So that's what I consider a small goal. Like, that just be neat, because I really respect pretty much everyone on that team so far. I keep stumbling over people without knowing they're on it. Like, I discovered VV Demon Queen like last week, and I had no idea she was even on the team. And I joined it and looked down, and there it was. Cabal is also on that team. Honey Goblin, Kim Rai. So some really great quality VTubers are on there. And I know I'm missing a bunch of them that are probably on there that I haven't found yet. But I'll have to, as I keep going and discovering more VTubers, I'm sure I'll stumble over more of them, because I do get drawn into the Western aesthetic VTubers over some of the anime ones, because there are so many anime VTubers out there. So the Western aesthetic ones kind of draw me in, just because they offer something a little bit different. Um, Especially if it's a spoopy or creepy style of VTuber. I am all for anything spoopy or creepy. I also think getting rid of the Vroid model will help out with my retention of people, because, like, as much as I do think Vroid is a great tool, especially for getting you started into VTubing, I don't think there's a lot of sustainability in these models. There are some people who do it, of course, like Agama Witch, but Agama Witch also does a lot of the VTuber how to do stuff through Vroid Studio tutorials and stuff like that. But overall, you don't see a lot of the bigger VTubers having Vroid models. A lot of them have things that are using live 2D or 3D models done in other means. And I can't afford those 3D models yet. Those ones are a little bit more. Those ones are a little bit out of my range, for now at least. I definitely want to get a model that is. If I when I do get a 3D model, I want one that's not an anime looking model. That is definitely a goal. I like having the comic book type aesthetic that that my 2D Esme has. He reminds me of something that could be from Hellraiser without truly looking like it's from Hellraiser, because she's not. I don't think she's horrific enough to be a Cenobite, but she almost was, though. I won't lie. I had some ideas that were very Cenobite-ish. I was like, I don't want to go this far with it. Not yet, at least. We'll see where things take me. Okay. For anyone coming in into the either the VOD or the stream itself, if you're wondering who this music is, this is a group called Aim for the Head. They do DMCA free music, and they are on YouTube, and you should check them out if you're enjoying the smooth sounds that are playing in the background. They do a lot of dark industrial techno. It's not even techno really. It's like synth chill wave, not chill wave, synth wave, dark wave, industrial. I shouldn't have even said techno because I know the differences between them. I was in an industrial band for like 5 years. Um, I was big into the industrial scene for well over a decade. Now, and then I just had some life things happen, and I kind of fell out of the whole goth industrial scene. Wouldn't mind getting back into that at some point, but it's like, I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying being a VTuber a lot more, though. Okay, that looks. I think that looks pretty solid. I'm pretty happy with the way that looks. Like from a distance, it looks like yarn. It doesn't, you don't have to get close onto it. Okay, let's go into here. Let's do some more yarny things in the hair back here. Let's drop the brush down a little bit more. Yeah, let me put the ball on. Where's the ball at? Okay, good, good. I did remember where that was at. Okay. Okay. And these don't have to be perfect. Can just be scuffed and quick. Okay. Go over to here. Okay. Yeah, let me see what that looks like from a distance. Okay, that works. Okay, I don't like it though. It works, but I can do better, and I know I can do better. So we're gonna do better. Okay. Yeah, this is super freaking close. It's too close. We're just gonna do the straight lines for this yarn. This isn't gonna be as curvy as the bangs. This is background yarn. Not as important as foreground yarn. This is like the college kid who gets the job as a walk, an extra in the film. Doesn't really have any lines. Doesn't really do anything important. They just walk in the background. So this is just here to give the illusion of yarn. It doesn't have to be perfect. These lines are lighter. They're not as, and your eye is going to be really drawn to the bangs more so than the hair back here. See, if you look, it just gives the illusion that the yarn's still going on. So it doesn't have to be as as bendy or as precise as the other thing. You just have to have the illusion that the yarn is still the same hair that's in back here that it was up there. Which is, like I said, a lot of art is about just maintaining illusion. Like, if you ever watch Bob Ross videos, he's not always painting trees. He's painting blotches that end up looking like trees. Because it's part of, adding the illusion into the whole thing. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get this done. Hair's gonna take the longest on this one. I'm gonna start with somebody without hair. We'll do Scottzilla next though, because I think his design's gonna be fun, and I don't think it's gonna take too long to do, to be honest with you. Because it's a lot of maybe some scales. I might go into some detail with some of the scales on the lizardy part, so I haven't decided yet. We'll see when we get there. Let's see. It depends on how long this one takes. So we may not get to another one tonight. If we get to the second one, though, Scottzilla will be the next one. And we may just do an art stream here and there. It is. It is. Illusion is a big part of art. So it's just giving the illusion that something's happening or something's, going on. Like, this still looks like you're getting yarn consistently throughout the back of the hair. So it's doing its job. I'm probably going to color these parts in darker around here. I'm probably going to do a lighter shade than the outline. Yes, it's true. It's true. For whether it's foreshortening, perspective, all of it is bringing some sort of illusion onto you. A lot of shading is illusion of light. So yeah, everything except for like a stick person. Even stick people can have a lot of illusion to it. Because if you ever watched like the old stick figure theaters, oh, I lost voice again. Sorry. If you ever watched the stick figure theaters from back in the early 2000s, a lot of them have a lot of foreshortening and perspective in them. So those weren't as simplistic as they seem. Okay. Boom. Alright, we're doing good. We're almost done with this part of the hair. Cool. Then we go on to the ball. And then we'll do the sides. Okay. Let's go into here. Let's add some more lines. We're almost done with this. This is getting there. This is getting there, fam. We're getting this done. Mirror shards. I'm very happy with the way this is turning out so far. Nice is this is getting so small, I can get away with not doing as many lines. Okay. Alright, we're getting there. Almost done. Oh. those were braids. We didn't even need to put those there. Okay, boom. Okay, that looks like it's all part of the same yarn. Alright, let's pull up the ball now. Let's see, this is a little bit smaller, so we want it to be a little bit smaller than what we used for the hair outline. Let me put on the sides real quick so I can make sure this doesn't go where it doesn't need to go. Yeah. Oh, that's the bangs again. I don't want to be drawing on the bangs. No. Okay. Boom. Okay. That's the next part of this. And let's go into an even smaller shoes. Okay. Okay. Add some lines onto these. Okay, excellent. Boom. Really kicked myself for starting with this one. I should have gone with an easier one. I should have done Rambles first. Rambles is going to be like one of the easiest ones. It's going to be freaking adorable too. And anyone with hair that's a color that's not black, because black will be easy to do, because black, you only have to put the yarn in the highlighted sections. The rest of it, as long as you give the appearance of bumps around the edges, you can get a lot away with not putting a lot of detail. Anyone with black hair, you just put it in the highlighted sections, and it makes it so much easier. Um, yeah. Yes, a scarecrow with a doll. That's the reason why I think it's going to be adorable. So yeah, I think that'll be really cool when we get to that part. I'm so tempted to make Godzilla instead of a ragdoll look like a plastic Bandai toy, but I think that's a little bit more ambition than I have in me right now. It might be something down the line though. There's that. And let's shift over to onesie. Or it's gonna be a pain in the ass. I almost just want to go find an image of a green spool of yarn and just throw it in here and call it a day. Okay. I know it don't. It would look so off. Yeah, I got a plan. I got a cheat plan. I don't know if it's gonna work though, because I think these are too light, and I think what I want to do won't work. It might though, we'll see. Okay, let me try something here. Nope, nope, not gonna work. I didn't think it would. Come on, come on, go away. Oh yeah, I gotta do this. Okay. Oh, my back's killing me. I wonder if the that yarn brush would work here. Let's try something. Foam. It's small. Okay, let's try something here in these little holes. Oh, here we go. Now we're cooking with fire. Boom. Okay, at least it came in handy for something. How's that look from a distance? Okay, that works. The way that looked. Okay. Okay. Oh, that works. Ha ha ha. I am smart. Behold my genius. My cheating genius. Is it really cheating though? I don't think it is. Okay. All right. Alright. A little bit scuffed, but it works. Okay. It's scuffed, but it works. I'm not complaining. Okay, and then let's take the pen back. And let's put lines on these things right here. Add further to the illusion of what we're trying to do here. Okay. Still have to do the sideburns in the back of the hair. I shouldn't have chosen this medium to have the hair, but I did. And it's too late to go back. Can't go back now, it's too late. We've already entered the shadow zone, and we have to keep going, lest the shadows come to destroy us and devour us all. As the midnight hour tolls beyond the gates of sanity and everything falls to the shade, nothing can ever be the way it was before. As darkness descends upon us all, as we close our eyes, we know the end time is soon, and everything that we love will eventually fade to dust. Okay. There's that. Now let's do the sideburns. First thing I'm going to do is get rid of that extra green that shouldn't be there. Where is the head? That is the head. And the body, apparently. I didn't realize I had them connected. Boom. Go up to here. Boom. Oh, shit. I can't do that. I'm going to have to take the eraser tool. Zip. Oh, wait. There we go. There we go. Bam. Let's go into... We're not done with up here anyways. We still have a little bit more to do up here. Back to the pen. And let's go up to, I think, no, 10's too big. 7, too big. 6. 6 looks like it could fill in the holes better. Oh, I have to go to the correct layer. Then let's go ahead and let's move over to all these real quick. Just add this shade onto there. So there's not a whole bunch of empty spaces. There we go. Alright. Also going to scuff up this ball a little bit more. Okay. I think it just has that bumpy outline around it. It more so adds to what I want it to look like. Although I do think that maybe I'm taking it too big. Let's just add some bumps onto here. Make this a little bit smaller. Let's go down to a 4 brush. I don't want it to leave the confines of this line too much. I just want to add some bumps on there and some ridges. So it looks like it has some of the yarn texture to it. The ball of yarn is anything but a perfect circle, and it's anything but smooth. Make sure it has that quality of a yarn ball versus a smooth ball. Here we go. I like that. That adds to it, I think. Right. Okay. And let's go down to here. Go to 3. And let us go back. Actually, we have to go back to 5. Do the outline of these things. Let's do the outline first. Okay. That's the main part I want to do right now. I'll come back to that. The rest of this. I want the rest of this. Oh, it must be part of the bangs, I guess. Weird. Oh, that's part of the ball. Never mind. I know what that's part of. You just do something real quick here. That is way too big, and you're gonna take out way more than I want you to. Okay. That should be good. Okay. And let's go. Oops. Oh, that's okay. It's okay. I messed up a little bit. Oh, I got a smaller one than I wanted to. 5, please. Okay, and throw this one to music went off again. I'll have to go fix that. Okay. What were you drawing? Drawing something fun? Watching. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, nice. Yeah, monsters are great. I love monsters too. Monsters are the bestest. Yeah. Now, around here like this. Go over. Boom. Okay. Now we just have to add the yarn details in, and that's one spiral braid taken care of. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I do make the time pass by in weird ways. You should get some sleep, Runase, and I really appreciate you stopping out and watching the stream tonight. And get some good rest and enjoy your Saturday tomorrow. And if you didn't get a chance to, feel free to join the Menagerie Manor Discord server. We will be doing some movie watching and some exclusive streams to the Discord that would otherwise get us in trouble. Doing them on Twitch, things like Life is Strange too, because there's a lot of copyrighted music in that game. And it's not that I don't think that you can stream it on Twitch, because you can probably can, but I don't want to chance it. So stuff like that. And I know that some other people are planning some things. But yeah, stop by and get some good rest. And I really appreciate you coming by tonight. I really always appreciate anyone stopping by, whether you're just lurking or chatting or anything, because you're all valuable members of the Mirror Shade, whether you interact or not. All right, let's get this ghoul lady done. I'm gonna have to start doing some earlier streams for for people in other countries. Well, that might be happening though, because I don't know what this new job schedule is gonna look like. So I may actually have to start streaming earlier on some days. So that would be pretty cool. Okay. All right, see you, Renasui. Have a great night and stay safe and have pleasant dreams. We'll see you next time in the Mirror Shade. Remember, I'll be watching you always. Okay. Drop our number down here. Make this into more yarn pieces. Ha 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 ha. Oh, I don't like how that came out of there like that. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And Go ahead and throw some more yarn lines on here. Okay. And let's go to a smaller one for this, and let's add some yarn loopies. Actually, let's go back to the other brush and do the other side, and then we can do all the yarn loopies at once. Okay. Looking pretty good so far. I'm pretty happy with this thus far. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we got that part done. Now let's go ahead and move over to the... Actually, I don't think we need to add any more loopy lines. I think it kind of works right there. I think we're good with that. Let's look at the back of the hair real quick. You know what we're going to do with this? We're going to do something a little bit different with this, because I'm thinking what we're going to do here is we're going to take this. Oh, I want to make sure I was on this thing. I was on the wrong one. So, gotta click on this now. Let's take a brush. Let's go 100 Lord. Looks good. Oh, dang it. I forgot to go inverse. Right. This. Around the... Okay. Okay. There we go. All right. Okay, there's that. Now we're just gonna do this whole thing like that. Okay, there we go. And that gives the appearance of yarn enough, I think. Okay. Let's go into the next thing, and it's gonna be Gala's necklace. Go up to here. I'm gonna draw here. Red, it's a dark red. I'm gonna draw the one that's gonna be over here. I need to make a new layer. New raster layer. Why is it not drawing? Oh, it's because I don't have the pen selected. Oh, Esme, some days you just never cease to amaze me. Alright, now we just take the pen, the circle tool, go on to my cheating ways here. Boom. Boom. Oh, too far apart. And just a little bit closer so they're touching. That's why I don't have to do any kind of edits. That's far enough this time. That's far enough. Whatever. Good enough. Okay. And ba-bam. And we're going up now again. Okay. Go ahead and toss that in there. Go to the next one. Bring over to the next feed. Okay. Go to the next one. Oh, I meant to throw this underneath the hair. That's okay. Let me just drag this under these. Okay. I shouldn't hurt anything over there. And it will keep it from going on top of this, which is what I really want to make sure I don't do. I don't want to go on top of the hair. Okay, and we're just gonna do something like this here. Just to give it the illusion that it's going back there. Okay, let's go get a white. Add the shine to the bead. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we got that part of her done. Let's go and look at her dress real quick. Her dress should be pretty simplistic. I don't think she has any big sleeves. Oh, wrong tool. She does have sleeves. Okay. So, not gonna be too hard. Go to the gray. Gray. Then let's see here. So we want to go to here. The necklace. All right, there's that. There's that. Make sure we go just on top of the body and nothing else. Okay, there we go. And okay, now we're gonna start adding on the dress, which should be simple enough. Okay, Uber window. Of course, the doll doesn't really have any boobers, but we're going to keep the boober window intact. Let me some fabric bumps in here. Okay. A little bit here. we're going to cut this one right here for now. Reason for that is we're actually going to do a portion of the other sleeve in another color. Okay. You get the fill-in tool. Ba-bam, ba-bam. Okay, now we got that. Let's go to a darker gray. Let's capture that. Control-Shift-I. Go to the back of the pen. Let's get a bigger pen here. Oh, I didn't do this right. Crap. It's okay. Boom. Get out of there. Back into here. Go under here. And then Control-Shift-I. Okay, there we go. Now I'll go back to this. Go to a smaller pen for that area. Yeah, I'm going to go with a smaller pen, period. Let's go to 15. No, I don't want to do that. I'm trying to avoid making anything on the inner side of that sleeve. Okay. Okay. And let's go back to a smaller one, which is brush number 3. Go. Okay. Go into here. And turn that off. Go to actual black here for a second. Pull out the pen. Go into 1. Color this little area in by hand here. Okay. Okay. Roll back out. All right. I have a reference for the lower half of the body. I have to pull out that reference instead. Let's finish the top half first, though. Okay, I do need to pull this gray back. And I do need to add some more shade over to this side. So let me redo this. Control-Shift-I. I don't need to worry about that gap, so that's not a problem. That's not a me problem. Okay. Okay, let's go into a brush right here. Okay, it looks like I was wrong. Oh, hey! Hi, Ghosty Toast! Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Mirror Shade. I am Bloody Esme, and thank you for coming in. Tonight we are working on some scuffed artwork of some of our Menagerie Manor co-hosts. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you enjoy things horror, you'll enjoy this place. I try to specialize in things such as horror games, horror movie reviews, horror stories, and tonight is a special art night. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Mira Synth and Faithless Jack. I really appreciate it so much. And how was your stream, Ghosty? Was it good? Like you were having a lot of fun. Nice. That's what I'd like to hear. Always spook. Spooking's the way to go. You definitely want to spook as much as possible because if you're not being spooky, what are you even doing? That's my philosophy on that. Oh no. Well, you know what? Sometimes dying is a lot of fun to watch, and not like in a bad way, but in just in a it can be fun to watch someone struggling to do a game thing, but then overcoming that and achieving their goal. So I find stuff like that can always be a lot of fun. Um, right now we are working on dollies of our fellow Menagerie Manor. I'm working on Gala's dolly right now. The basis for these are the Raggedy Ann Annabelle doll, the original Annabelle doll, not the one that we saw in the movies. But the original Annabelle doll was a giant Raggedy Ann doll, and that's the basis for these dollies that I'm doing. This is of Gala. This has been the first one. The hair took me forever, so we're just kind of moving on from that and working on the dress now and trying to get this finished tonight. I was hoping to get two of these done tonight, but we might get one and then go play some Identity 5. If you've never seen Identity 5, Identity 5 is a very Coraline aesthetic Dead by Daylight. So we'll be switching to that here once I finish this. We're just about done. We're doing the dress right now, which won't take a lot of time at all. And then we'll be moving over to there. So let's get back to working on this dolly. And how is everyone doing? How are you, Faceless Jack? How are you, Mira? You doing well tonight? Okay. Go and take the pen tool again. Go down to a 4. Oh, pizza's fantastic. I actually had pizza myself. It wasn't your standardized pizza though. It's something that I had thought up with, and I mentioned to my mother, and we decided to try it. It was a chili cheese dog pizza. So what it was a pizza with a croissant crust. Instead of pizza sauce, you had the chili sauce from the chili dog. You also had sliced up but pre-fried hot dogs and onions. So we fried those onto the stove first. Then you put on cheddar cheese on top of the chili sauce, put the hot dogs on top of the cheddar cheese, and then you put it back in the oven on the croissant. It was fantastic. I actually ended up putting a little bit of mustard on top of it just to give it more of that chili cheese dog flavor. It was amazing. I do recommend if you want something a little bit different and you feel like trying it. I It was definitely an excellent spooky dinner. Not something that you would really, think of like when you think of pizza, but it was good. It was really good. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was going to. Okay. It was. It was. Getting some other ideas because I love pizza, but I also want to try pizza in different ways because I think pizza is one of those foods that you can do so much with, and it still somehow turns out good. It's just thinking outside of the box sometimes. Down here, yes, and oh, like this. There we go. All right, got that part done. Let's get the other sleeve done. New layer. All right. What did I draw the sleeves with before? Let me just go switch my color. And I'm on level 4, should be fine to draw the sleeve. Okay. And put it under that dress? I think I did. I didn't mean to do that. Put it over. I meant to put it on top of. Boom. There you go. Okay. And let's go down here. Add this down. Yeah, so what has everyone else been up to today? Or this week even, since I haven't really gotten to talk to any of you before. Have you done anything exciting this week or anything you're excited about the weekend coming up? Always curious and thrilled to know what my potential mirror shards are up to in their lives. I know that I have a collab tomorrow with Ghosty and the other Menagerie Manor members. We're going to be doing a Card Against Humanity stream over on Gala's stream. It'd be a lot of fun. And I encourage everyone to try to show up for it if you're able to. Actually, I think I'm actually using the flyer for my references. Let me pull this down so everyone can see it. Oop. Come on. Why don't you want to move now? I might. Oh, that's because I'm not on the right thing. Oh, silly as me. Here we go. Let me just zoom out here a little bit. Here we go. Monsters Against Humanity, August 28th. It's going to be at 1900 BST, 1200 MST, 1300 CST, and 1400 EST. For those of you in EST or CST time, that's 2 o'clock p.m. EST and 1 p.m. CST. And that is going to include Gala Rabusi, Rubisu. I'm terrible at names. Myself, Scottzilla, Sleepless Rambles, Hieroglyph, and of course, Ghosty Toast. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope you all can make it to the big event. And it's going to be on Gala's channel, which you can find if you're already a part of our Menagerie Manor Discord. All the links are on there for everyone's channels, and if you're not, allow me to put a link to the Discord in this chat. I don't have my bot set up yet. I was still working on that. So let me just do this the old-fashioned way by copying and pasting the link down in the chat. Feel free to join the Discord if you're not already a member. Okay, let's get back into the drawing. Boom. Okay, back to the sleeve. First things first, let's go and grab the highlight color. And let's go into here. Make sure we select a brush that's small enough to fill this out without being intrusive into the sleeve itself. Oh, am I in the wrong thing? Again? No, I'm in the sleeve. Okay, it's just the brush is small. Okay, I did pick a small brush for that reason. I thought it was a little bit thicker than that. Okay. And oh, thank you so much for redeeming a hydrate. I will definitely take it. Hi Zozo, how are you doing? Welcome to the Mirror Shade. I am Bloody Esme, as you already know. And tonight we are working on some scuffed dolls of some of my fellow Menagerie Manor members, which is a community, a small community for small horror VTubers. This one is one of my my manor mates named Ngala. She is a cool ghoul. Aw, I do appreciate you stopping by. From what I was reading over on Cab's stream today, it seems like you had a bit of a rough day. so we're just doing some scuffed artwork for them. I'm eventually going to do each member of the menagerie. Oh, I hear that. I have been having one kind of a week myself, so I'm right there with you. I don't, so I feel that. Well, it's the weekend now. Let's hope this weekend can make up for how bad the week's been so far. So fingers crossed and knocking on some wood. Okay. So add this in here. Yeah, the funny thing I'm doing with this artwork, and I mentioned this in the beginning of the stream, is that I'm doing this entirely with a mouse. My tablet broke on me a little bit ago. Oh, really? Well, hopefully tomorrow afternoon will be amazing and make up for everything else. I'm going to be sending you all the good vibes tomorrow morning to make sure that you're in tonight, to make sure that you're have a good day tomorrow. All the horribly, horrible good vibes from the mirror shade. Yeah, that's the person I'm doing right there into a doll. I gotta do her little skull person. I almost forgot about that. Okay. I thought I was almost done, and I forgot she has a little skull person in her hair. We'll get to that. Yeah, her model's fantastic. I don't know if you've ever seen my 2D model or not. I actually still have it opened up. Let me switch over to the tab. This is my 2D model. I haven't gotten it rigged yet, so I'm still working on it. But I drew this myself. And this is the actual Bloody Esme. The one you're looking at right now is a placeholder until I can get this rigged. Because I wasn't sure if I wanted to do PNG or if I just wanted to just try to do a Vroid. I got the Vroid close enough for now. But this is the actual, this is what my model's rigged, this is what you'll see talking to you rather than the anime looking girl in the corner right now. That's the only downfall to Vroid, I feel, is that you're stuck with an anime character, whether you like it or not, when you use Vroid, because it's so hard to change it, because the eyes will only get so small, and the head shape and the nose really kind of, I don't want to say it messes with you, but it stops you from getting the look you really want, which is a bit sad. Yeah, yeah, I would have since it's just a placeholder, I didn't mind using it because this is what I will look like once I get this rigged. Because as you see, there is so many layers, and each one of these color things are folders with more layers inside of it. So this model's completely ready to be rigged. It's just I have to save up for it, because rigging is expensive. Or I can just try to learn live 2D. I haven't decided yet. Yeah, your model's awesome though. I like your model a lot. And then I showed this off earlier in the night, and this is so I actually went to art school, and I did a lot of art stuff, but I stopped drawing about 7 years ago, and I just started drawing again 2 months ago, and this is an evolution of me regaining my artistic skills over the past 2 months. So I went from the original when I was Danger Minty, and this is the model when I was Danger Minty, is the one on the here on the far left, and then this is the first Bloody Esme, which would still had a lot of the cartoony looks of the Danger Minty model. Um, what happened was I found out that I was doing it in the DPI for print rather than the DPI for a live 2D model. So I was doing it in 300 DPI, which turns out is not nearly enough for a live 2D model. So I had to redo it again, and by that point, oh, oh, nice. Yeah, if I yeah, whenever I get to the point that because I do want another 3D model at some point, once I get the 2D done, so I would definitely hit you up for that person's reference, so I can talk to them about that. But yeah, so that's the evolution of me regaining my art skills over the past 2 months, and then my tablet broke, so I've been drawing everything with a mouse lately. So, and like I said, these are just little scuffed things I did for fun. I just wanted to do a chill art stream tonight, and I didn't want to do anything too serious. I wanted to talk to people and just talk about things that I want to do and stuff like that. And because I do know when I start working on things that are too detailed, I get really absorbed into it, and I don't talk as much. But if I'm doing something that's scuffed like this, that isn't like super high detail, I can keep my conversation going pretty well. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have seen on Cab's stream what he's doing with Cab's model, and it looks amazing so far. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I will definitely, when I'm ready for a 3D model, I will definitely be hitting you up for that information. Yeah, yeah, just because Cab was showing off the backpack today, and that looked amazing. I was really impressed with it. Right. We did four. I think we did four for the outline. Yeah, we did. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, so right now my streams, I don't have a lot of VOD content right now because I just rebranded a little bit under a month ago. I used to be a zombie VTuber called Danger Minty, and then I found out that another zombie named Minty showed up, and I was like, oh well, I don't want to have to go through the confusion of our brands overlapping. So I decided that it'd be easier if I renamed and rebranded than trying to get someone else to rebrand, even though I was around first. It's always a pain to try to get someone else to back off. And it wasn't too much of a difference. It was about maybe a couple weeks. Um, so I rebranded, and I actually took all my VODs off of here just because I didn't want people coming in looking for Danger Minty and a much more upbeat, happier voice that I did with the Danger Minty character than I do with Esme. So it was a big change to the channel. So slowly rebuilding everything back up on the channel here. Yes, yes, yes. Like our models look different enough, but it's the fact that we were both zombies named Minty, and I felt there could be too much confusion crossover, especially with newer fans. Like someone going, "Hey, did you see Minty's stream last night?" And someone will think they're talking about the other Minty and not me, and then they'll go check out the other Minty instead of checking out my stream, and just figured it would be a bunch of problems. And if either one of us had a mental breakdown in public, like no, the Dark Lords forbid. Um, oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, definitely. I'm glad you stopped by tonight. And anytime you want to stop by, by all means, feel free to come hang out. Um, Most nights we're playing video games. Like I said, tonight was just a night where I wanted to chill and just do something different and just talk to people. Because I just felt like some of my streams get a little bit quiet at times, so I wanted to really work on talking while I was doing stuff. And Cab actually recommended doing art streams for stuff like this, so I just figured, you know what, I do art. I can do some fun scuffed art and talk to people while I'm working on it. So I decided to take that advice that he gave, and I think it's been a fun night so far. Okay. And I gotta add some more detail over on the side of the sleeve. Okay. We're just gonna throw this over here. Yeah, yeah, that's just really what I wanted to do tonight. Like, what I was trying to do on Friday nights was a movie review, but it wasn't working out as a Twitter show as much as it will a YouTube show. So I'm going to switch over the format and start making them for YouTube instead. Because the first one I rewatched it and it was okay, but it's like as while I was watching, I'm like, no, this would be better on YouTube than it will be on Twitter. I mean Twitch. So yeah, but lurk away. I always love lurkers. Lurkers are life. And if you want to get involved, by all means, do too. But yeah, whenever you fall asleep, please make sure to have a wonderful night tonight and sleep well, because it sounds like you could use a good night's rest and some sweet dreams of horrible horribles and creepy stuff. Yeah, I think making some YouTube shows could be a lot of fun, and I've been looking into other formats too. So I mean, just because there's some things I would like to do, like I know one of my goals that I would like to do. I don't know if you've ever seen. There's a short horror channel on YouTube called Alter, but I would love to do something with them, like where like I don't know, I'd love to host like a little half an hour show every week where we like where I could like show one or two other newest little short films and maybe have like some sort of talk with the directors. And that's something I want to pitch one day if my channel can get big enough that I think I can do it. But that's like one of the things I'd love to do. Um, just things like that, and I just think that getting my foot into the YouTube door will help me get to that part of of my content creation. I might be able to approach them and be like, "Hey, what's up? Do you want to do this show?" So I think that'd be a lot of fun. Okay, so we got the sleeves done. Let me go get my other reference for the full body real quick here. Let's go to real quick here. And go to my posts. Where's the height picture from the other day? There it is. Copy. Okay. Go back over to here. Down here. On here. Control V. Alright, cool. Put it right where I need it. I just gotta move it just a wee little bit so I can see the lower portion of the body. Okay. And let's pull back up here. Alright, well, you have a great night, Zozo. Thank you again so much for stopping by. I really, really appreciate it. And get some wonderful nightmares. And I don't mean the kind that actually keep you up. I mean the kind that puts a ghoulish smile on your face. And I will hopefully talk to you in the future. And I'll make sure to do more than just lurk next time I'm in your stream. I've watched a few of them, and I just usually lurk. And I'll try to be more chatty next time I'm over, so you know I'm there. Hey, go back over to this. All right, now we gotta do let's go back to the main body dress. Get the main color here. Actually, let's just pull up here, and then let's draw this part of it. Okay. Oh, that's not gonna work. I'll just erase it out of there. I won't color it until I erase it. Okay. Okay, since this is underneath, this won't be a problem. Okay, and then let's go into here. Here, let's see here. Color this in. Then let's turn down the opacity with the eraser tool. Make this a bit smaller. Okay. Okay, let's erase those. Okay, go over to the other side of the hand. Let's take care of this line out of here. erase this here. Alright. Alright, we got rid of that. Put the opacity back up to full. Boom. Okay, let's take the darker color now, and let's do the outline of this skirt. Boom, 4 is the correct number. Boom. Over to here. Okay, there's that. Okay, so we got that part of the dress all done. Let me add shade over to here and under there. I'm gonna have to go over to the main dress and add on to this here. Here we go. There we go. Doesn't really matter which part I put it on because these are eventually going to be merged together for the PNG. Okay. And let's go over to here. And let's add some shade underneath the hand over here and underneath the sleeve. Okay. Go over to here. Okay. And here we go. We got the main part of her dress done. Let's do the red part of her dress. We probably aren't going to do the full details of that, but we are going to at least do the pleat colors. Let's get here. Let's go to our red, and let's go underneath this. Hey, Limmy, how are you doing? How's your night going? Are you doing okay? I'm working some dollies of the Menagerie Manor members. Right now I'm doing Gala. Trying to do like a scuffed rag doll type thing. So I'm working on her rag doll right now. Earlier tonight we were going over some of my other art pieces I've done, and we were going over some. I finished the mouth on the Esme model. Aw, no, I understand that. I understand that. My girlfriend is going through a lot of that right now. She's just recovering from COVID, so she's been exhausted. So I think she was watching this but fell asleep. So no, I understand that entirely. But yeah, I just finished Esme's mouth today. I'll show that off to you. I'm pretty happy with it. Let me just take away the face so you can see the different mouth pieces. Okay, let me move the lips off. And so there's lip bottom and lip top. And then we got the teethies. We got the upper teeths. And then the lower teeths. Got the tongue. Her tongue is gray. The inside of the mouth is gray and black. Oh, new medicine can always kick your butt. I know when they started me some new meds for my thing that I go through, it kicked my butt pretty hard. And there is, so to move the tongue away, and there's the back of the mouth. So I have she is 100% ready for rigging now. I think I have gotten everything done except for maybe some alternate hand poses. So she is ready to go. I'm really excited. Um, yeah. So yeah, like I said, we're working on this dolly here. I'm kind of wishing I would have worked on one of the easier members of the Menagerie Manor, but yeah, I can imagine. Limmy's got a great mouth. Like the whole model is a very nice looking model. You did an excellent job on it. Okay. Right, what number? I'm on 4. Let's just do a full dress first, and then we'll do the different pleat layers. Or like fully in motion, and when you finally decide that you're ready to go live, I think you did such a great job. Okay. I'm gonna have to do. Forgot I have to do that with this one too. Okay, I don't feel like. It'd be easier just to go back and yeah, it'll be easier just to go back and. Okay. Yes. Right. Oh, nice. Yeah, January's a good time to pick, I think. I think that's a good time to really like pick your starting date. Let me change my background color here. Then it can get confusing. Boom. Okay. Oh. Are you getting like a legitimate tiny house? Like one of the ones that are made super small and like one room and stuff like that? I have always wanted one of those. Like those look like they'd be so comfy. I used to be obsessed with the there's a there's a tiny home channel on YouTube with an this guy, the host, he's Australian. Can't remember the name of it, but I was obsessed with it like 2 years ago. Like whenever I was going through my heart failure, that was like my go-to channel for comfort watching. Yeah, the bathroom. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice. That's so cool. Honestly, and the way this stupid world's housing market is, that's probably like the smartest way to go right now, too. Like it'd probably be easier to find a piece of land at a decent price and build a tiny home than to try to buy an existing house. Oh, I can bet. Hey, Zombro. Okay, you redeemed the uwu. Let me. Zombro, do you want a cute uwu or do you want a more Esme uwu? How would you prefer it? Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, even in this economy, that's what a lot of people just have to do. Okay. Let me do the. I'm doing Esme uwu. Uwu. Welcome to the mirror shade. Uwu. So happy to have you here. I'm Bloody Esme. Woo. Oh, I gotta hydrate. Okay. And a posture check. Thank you, Ghosty. My back has been killing me. And a stretch. Okay, and a hydrate. I'm glad you liked that. Ghosty says that it appears I've been followed by a bot. Let's see which one it was. And get them the heck out of here. I'm glad you liked the ooh-oohs, Umbro. We're just double checking something here. I want to see who followed me and who I need to kick out of her. Activity feed. Oh, is it the I see it, the Haas 300312. Okay. Here. Ban. Okay, so they are gone and banned from the channel. Thank you for noticing that, Ghosty. I appreciate that. I would have missed that entirely. Okay, so we got the bot out of here. Yeah, the bots are kind of ridiculous lately. Yeah, I didn't go to his page. I just went to his little pop-up profile thing on the UI and banned him. So he's out of here. So he's banned. I did not. I knew about it, but I didn't realize one of them followed me. Okay. But yeah. Tiny houses, definitely the way to go. Yeah. Yep. Luckily they weren't on. Yeah. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for them. If they show up again, I'll just keep blocking them because I do have the LGBTQIA in my profile. So whatever, they're not gonna bully me to take it down. I will destroy them. They don't know who they're messing with. But yeah, me too. Like I said, I was really like super duper into the Have you ever seen the one that looks like a storybook fantasy house? It's super awesome. See if I can find a picture of it, and I'll share it on screen. Right, exactly. It's like it's so expensive to find a house or even an apartment anymore that sustainability wise, you're probably better off making a tiny house, especially if you ever hope to own your own house. And like some people definitely have the jobs to afford it, but I know I will never be able to afford my own house by myself. Um, and if I didn't have my wonderful girlfriend in my life, tiny house would be 100% how I would be looking to go. It really is renting market, buying market, everything. Oh yeah, that definitely works. Just taking the shed and that's up to the house code and then go with that. Totally. I want to see pictures of it when it's done, Lemmy. I love tiny houses. Oh, that's super awesome. Yeah, that would be cozy. I think the only reason why I don't think a tiny house would work for Puppy and I um, would I call her Pup, like that's one of her online nicknames is Puppy. The only reason why I don't think that would work for Puppy and I is because she does love doggos, and I'm not sure because she likes bigger doggos, and I just don't think a tiny house would be really compatible for bigger doggos. Like if we had small doggos, I think it'd be good, but I think a bigger doggo, I don't think it would quite work as well as we would want it to. Why did it take up the arm too? That's so strange. Oh, I don't like how that is like that. I thought I will have to fix that. Okay. Let me see. That's this right here. Let me take the darker gray. True, true. As long as we have the R to be okay. That is very true. Maybe I'll bring that up to her and see if that's something she wants to do. It's definitely something we have to decide on together. I'd be all for it. Like I said, I was obsessed with those like a couple years ago. And to a small extent, I still am because I think they're so cool and there's so much stuff you can do with them. There's this one girl in Germany who's like a pro gamer who has a tiny house and it's like all set up to be pro gamer tiny house. It's really cool. Oh, nice. Yeah, definitely. If you're already starting it, you keep going with that tiny house because, like I said, I love tiny houses. Let me try to find the picture of the storybook one. It is so cute. Hold on. Let me switch over to uh storybook tiny home. Tiny home. Let's see if I can find a picture of it. It is so cute. Here it is. Yes, I found it. Let's see if I can find Living Big in a Tiny Home was the name of the show. There you go. Copy image. I'm just gonna paste it into here. Let me go to the top here. Control V. Look at this. Look at this tiny home, Limmy. I love it so much. I would live there in a heartbeat. Yeah, that's a good dual goal. You'll be doing your streaming and having your own home at that point. But yeah, look at the beauty of this tiny home. I love it. It does. Yes, I love it so much. Like the inner witch in me wants this small little fantasy house because it is a tiny home and it's so cute inside too. Um, it's so cute. Right, right. That's what I was thinking too when you start mentioning tiny home. I was like, I wonder if Limmy's seen this tiny house because it looks like something her character would live in. So it's super duper cute. There's another one too. Let me see if can find the other one. There's like two of them. Oh, here it is. This is the other one. Copy image. Will be um. Hold on. Let me shrink this. Look at this thing. Look how cute this thing is. Seriously, I would live here in a heartbeat too. And look at the yard they have with this thing. It's so cute. Like everything about this tiny home is adorable. Yeah. But I love this one though. The way they got the yard set up around the tiny home and just how crooked and cartoonish the tiny home looks is just amazing. The bent up smokestack pipe, just chef kiss. Chef kiss to the whole thing. Yeah, me too. Me too, Lemmy. I'm also Wiccan. Yes. Yes, that garden's really nice around there. But yeah, yeah. So those are some tiny homes that like as soon as you mentioned that, those popped in my head. I love those tiny homes. Okay, let's go back to working on the doll. And let's go steal the red from the lighter part because I don't feel like trying to color match. Yes. Yeah, I have oh, did I actually draw that onto the hand layer? I think I did. Oh, that's fine. Whatever. That's why everything came through with that. Oh, that makes sense now. That makes sense as to why whenever I tried to do the thing, it had an arm on it. It all makes sense now. Crap. Oh well, I'm not going back. It's too late. It's too late. We got this almost done, fam. We're not going back. Okay. Oh, damn it. Control Shift I. Yeah. Also explains why I took away the line from the hand. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this is just a placeholder till I get the 2D done, but I wanted to get it as close as I could to the 2D one. I'm going to work on the dress a little bit more at some point real soon. Because like I said, I want it to be as close as possible to the way that I want the 2D model to look. So that is key goal with that. I'm hoping to be able to afford just getting the 2D model done soon. That would be amazing if I could. So that's good enough. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I find Vroid is a good starting point, like if you want to get into streaming. But I don't think unless you're a Gamma Witch, I don't think it's something to keep. You know what I mean? I think it's something to start off with and then moving on from there. Yes, I'm going to read up on live 2D before I truly start that trial because I want to make sure that I know what I'm doing and get the most out of that 45 days before I just go gung ho into it. Yeah, I don't want it to be too simple. I may even pay to get mine done. Like, I've been thinking about it. So I may actually just pay someone to get it done, to do it. Oh, I'll look into them. I was looking into one of my people on my friends list named Koi, who does a really nice job too. Um, she charges reasonable price like that I can afford for a full body, and her portfolio looks pretty nice. If you know, if I had a more like specialized 2D model, like a 3D model, like one that I made entirely myself without, Vroid that doesn't look anime and looks like my drawing, I would be content with sticking with 3D. I think the only reason I want the live 2D is because I don't think I can afford to get a 3D model made at the moment. Um, exactly how I want Esme to look. Oh, okay. I'll check out her tutorials. Yeah, I'll definitely check those out. I'll look into her commissions too. 'Cause like I said, I might just have someone else do it so I can focus on like some of the other things I want to do for the channel. And okay, take the eraser. Oh, I hear Blender's tough. Yeah, like I said, I would really love to have a 3D model. So like that is one day I'd like to have a good 3D model, not just like the B-Roid I have, but I want it to look like my drawing. So yeah. Yeah, no, I hear you, Lemmy. Like I'm usually the same way. It's more of a time thing, like 'cause I'm getting impatient, and I think that there's other things I want to get done for the channel, and I'm thinking the only reason I'm thinking about getting commission done is because I want to have this model done, and I want to have my channel completely where I want it by Halloween, and I'm running out of time quickly. I haven't yet. I haven't yet, but I haven't been. So I've just started throwing her around. I wasn't doing a lot of linking to her until recently, so I don't get a lot of DMs. And that's crazy that you're getting DMs. Because your art style and your model is beautiful. So anyone who's like giving you shit can just go jump off a cliff because you did a fantastic job on that thing. I will personally fight them if someone's giving you a hard time over your art style because your art style is beautiful. Yeah, no, screw them. Yeah, don't worry about it. Okay, do the other stocking. Where's the other leg at? The hand, legs. Oh, they're the same layer. Okay. Boom. Raster layer. Actually, let's just draw it on this one. So I don't have to worry about getting the shade color right. Okay. Make sure we're back on the floor. Oh, you totally should, Zombro. Limmy did a great job. If you look up Limmy, the same name that you're talking to on Twitter, she does have tons of examples of her model on there. You should totally look her up and give her a follow. Her artwork's really nice. It's a really, really great. I want to call it a fantasy style. I think it's a great fantasy style. It kind of reminds me. I'm trying to think what I compare it to. Okay, so there's a comic book, and it's not exactly the same. It's just in this vein. And actually, I think that Limmy's is more refined. Um, there's a comic book called Elf Quest. If you've never seen it, check it out. It's a really great comic. But I think Limmy has a much more refined version of that art style that's actually a bit crisper than the art style from that comic. You're very welcome. I meant every word of that. Like I said, it reminds me a lot of Elf Quest, but better. Okay. Fill her in. Boom. Hit the eraser. Okay. Oh, nice. That is awesome. I wish I could still draw like that. Okay. Uh, New layer. Done. black? We're already at black. Excellent. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, going to digital has been really hard. Like right now, and this is something that I told people at the beginning of my stream. So my tablet died on me while I was doing the Danger Minty model, and then I moved over to. I had to finish up the Danger Minty and even both Esme models 100% with mouse. So I drew that both of my models with the mouse. Um, so not idea. I'm happy with how they turned out. But I really want to get a new tablet because I think I can do so much with a tablet if I can get a good one. Mine was from like back in 2013. It's an old Intuos. So I'm not still an eraser. Okay. Oh, thank you so much for that. Like he is a big inspiration on how I'm trying to develop my style into. So that means a lot that you compared it to that. All right. And one more shoe to do and we're all done. Need to make it that big. Uh, oh, boom. All right, boom, she's done. Let's hide all this. That's not what I wanted to hide. Hide that, hide the references. Boom. And there we go. We've got Gala's doll done. Oh, nice. Yeah, like it's definitely worth doing some streaming just to get to iron out, like Zombro said, iron out your bugs and stuff like that, and kinks and getting things done. Yeah, definitely worth. Definitely, that's definitely something you want to check out. Okay, so files, save as. Gala doll. Oh, I gotta redo my emote, and I'll probably do that one of these streams, redoing my heart emote since I don't look like Oh, thank you. Especially since I don't look like the emote anymore. I have to redo that entirely. Yeah, that's what a lot of people do for the debut. Sometimes they do like a long Q&A and stuff like that. But yeah, just an introduction. I actually decided to skip mine just because I I don't know, I'm weird. I didn't even go to prom. I skipped out on prom too because I just don't like big things that give you pressure, and it was easier for me just to stream and just be there than having to do the um debut, which I think would have given me real bad social anxiety attacks. I hate that my brain does stuff like that, but I saved this as Gala Dolly, right? Gala Doll. Did I save it as a PNG? Oh, I don't think I saved it as PNG. I'll save as. I did. Okay, change it to PNG. Save. All right, let's go trim this a little bit, and then we'll go throw it up on Gala's Twitter feed. So when she wakes up in the morning, you'll see it there. Why is it not there? Why are you messing with? Oh, I didn't save. That's why. Boom. Thank you. I've been working really hard on it because, like I said, I went to art school. I used to draw a lot, and one of my goals when I was younger was I wanted to draw comic books for a living. And then I stopped drawing for 7 years due to depression and some changes in my life. Um, and this past 2 months has been me trying to get my artistic skills back. In fact, let me open up some of my old stuff. I'll show you some of my old stuff. I have some old stuff without my name on, or my dead name on there, so I can share those with you all. So let me open up some of these again. I did this earlier in the stream, but I'll do it again. I like sharing. Okay, so this is something I drew by hand. So I drew this one by hand, and then I put it into Photoshop, and I colored it in Photoshop. This was some comic book art that I did for a character I was trying to work on called War Siren. Let me see what else we have here. File open. Yeah, depression is a hell of a thing. It can just really throw you off your rails. It can derail everything you're doing with your life. It's definitely something that. Oh, here we go. This is some Star Wars, the Old Republic fan art I did. Me and my friends were going Sith. I did a banner for our guild. Um, so that's something I did too. And start. This is for a while ago. Um, Good, good. I'm glad you're getting everything started going because like you are so talented, Lemmy. So it would be such a shame not to see more of your artwork. Uh, oh, thank you. See what else I have I can share. I have a couple things in here that I removed my name from my dead name from. So here you go. Here's a complete pencil sketch I did of a Warhammer dwarf because I like drawing dwarf beards and they're fun. I see here. What else we have? What else do I have here? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I think my pencil work is better than my inking and my coloring. And if I could just translate that pencil work into digital, I think I'd be good. This is another creature I created. Has a very Lovecraftian Eldritch horror feel to it. So yeah, so this was like one of the main villain species from the comic book I was working at. Yeah, inking has always been hard for me. Whenever I see someone doing amazing, like dark and shades and stuff like that with inking, I'm always so jealous because that's something I would love to do. Here is something I did completely in ballpoint pen. Oh, I did some pencil for the outline, but this is more anime style. Yeah, good inking is amazing. What else we got here? And I got one or two more things I can share. Where they at? Come on. Had it earlier, because I shared it earlier. I know it's sitting here. I just have to find it again. It's in this list right here, too, which is the crazy thing. I'm probably scrolling. Probably scroll. Here we go. So here is a half-finished Warcraft Orc Shaman that I used to play when I used to play World of Warcraft. This is from probably 2010-ish. So this is, 11 years old. I never finished. Um, what else I have here? I have one or two more things. Well, thank you. Yeah, comic book. I used to want to draw comic books real bad. It was like my one of my dreams used to be to draw comic books, but I don't know. That dream's kind of faded. I don't really want to do that so much anymore. I have other things I'd rather do now. So I think that's all I have right now that I can share. I think I have to do editing to everything else. Yeah. But yeah, so that's just some of the stuff I used to do before I stopped drawing. And like I said, I'm just trying to get myself back into it. I don't think I have anything that I haven't already recent that I haven't shared on Twitter already. Let me look. I don't think I do though. I think I've shared everything that I've done so far. Yeah, I've pretty much shared everything so far. There's always this, which I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Not perfect, but it wasn't bad for my first attempt at doing still life in a long time. Yeah, I do think that it's coming back. It's not fully there yet, but it's getting there. All right, and let's open up see if we got anything else here. Anything else that I want to share? Oh. And no, I think that's pretty much everything. I think I've showed you all pretty much everything that I've been working on, and but yeah. So yeah, we'll get back to doing more of these dollies because I want to have more art and chat nights because I think this has been really fun, and really kind of relaxing, and then gotten to know some of my viewers a little bit better. Yeah, I would. I've only got some nice B, like upper end Bs, so I would love to have that set. I'm thinking about it. Don't say if I didn't do anything new to that. Okay, and boom. Okay, so that's the stream tonight. I had a lot of fun. I hope you all had a lot of fun too. Let's switch back to the chatting channel. Let's turn the music off here. Well, Liam. Oh, and just if you've enjoyed this music that's been playing in the background, it's by a group called Aim to the Head. They do DMCA free industrial dark techno. Um, Super good stuff. I recommend checking them out. And let's go over to my chat screen. Oh, bam. Okay. I gotta make my share stream match this chat stream. I love my new chat screen. I got my kitty Sophie on the couch over there. I really want to get her rigged and use her as a bot. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen the ghost bot that people have. I want to get her rigged to be like that ghost bot. I think that'd be cool. But yeah, it was nice talking to everyone who stopped in tonight. Thank you so much for coming in and talking with me and Zombro and everyone else, Zozo and Ghosty and Mira and Faceless Jack and everyone, Runase, just everyone who's stopped by and talked. hung out. I really appreciate you all. Um, yes, yes, yeah, that would be super cool. I would love to have my little kitty rigged. But yeah, I hope to see you all here more often. Like I said, this was a chill night where we did some art. I might be back to, I have my collab tomorrow, and that's going to be on Gala's channel. But after the collab, if you have access to Amazon Prime, I'm thinking about doing an Amazon Prime viewing party since those are allowed on Twitch. Just the only way to watch them is you have to have your own Amazon Prime account. I might do that, or I might play some Identity 5 tomorrow night. I haven't decided yet. I'll update it on Twitter whenever I do decide. Um, 'Cause I want to make up for not streaming on Thursday, and then I'll be back on Sunday for some more stuff. And I've really enjoyed having everyone here tonight, and I hope you all have a fantastic night, as like you're all fantastic. And just please be safe, and I will catch everyone in later. And a great night, and have some lovely nightmares. Not the kind that keep you up all night, but the kind that give you a ghoulish grin. And we'll talk to you all later. Good night, my mirror shards. And remember, Big Sis is always watching you. Always. Night. Bye bye.